Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Alaska Woodyard for our third video.
What a gorgeous day it is today. I'm back off vacation and we're ready to get back to work.
Oh, really? Do we have to? I was having such a good time when she was gone.
Yes, it is. Time to get back to work.
Logs for firewood. Just to give you a quick view of how we get our logs back to the yard. This is going to give you a little bit more detail about our log dog trailer. That's a self-loading trailer. So these trees are put out by the contractor, usually tree length, where we can get to them fairly easy with the truck. And as you can see, we have some cottonwood in with the birch, and we also have some aspen. And we'll take this back to the yard. It's part of the cleanup deal. We have to take it. And once in a while, as you can see, there's a little bit of brush. They're usually pretty good about that. So Jill has her little nippers, and she'll cut those off as we're cutting up the wood. And she throws it in a little pile. Keep it out of the way so we don't trip on it. And this is kind of a quick view of one of the log piles that we purchase. And we buy this by the load, and we clean it all up, whatever's there. So you can see she's using her little nippers, and then we will go along and mark the trees with her log stick that she was explaining earlier. We'll take this stick, it's marked in 1 foot increments, and she actually lays this down. You'll see her using this in a minute. And she'll mark the trees out at 16 foot with a lumber crayon. I'll cut them up. And then the log trailer. So this is our log dog. This is kind of the heart, backbone of our operation. Without this, we wouldn't really be able to do what we do. This is one of our first pieces of equipment we bought 2 years ago to start out with, just to get our own logs for our sawmill and our own firewood. Well, once we started hauling the wood and stop anywhere, people were asking to buy it, buy the logs, where we got the trailer from. They asked the cost of the trailers. People are very interested. There's very few of these. We only know of 3 total in Alaska at this time. And one of our friends has one down in Seward, and we know there's for sure there's one way up north in Tok, Alaska, which is a 6-hour drive for us. And of course Seward is 3.5. So pretty popular around the area, and we can put about 2.5 full cord on this. It's got a full rotation grapple, and it opens up and we can spin it around to load the logs either direction. And the boom extends out here about 5 feet, so we have a good 23.5 to 24 foot of reach, 270 degrees around this. So it makes it pretty handy. We can actually reach up beside the truck and grab a log, and we can pretty much reach everything from the pile there and load it on at 16 foot lengths. Electric brakes, of course, and keeping all the lights and everything, working around wood, keeping everything intact can be tough sometimes. You bump the light or whatever, you break or crack it, so we have to keep the maintenance up on it like anything else. Anybody who works in the wood business knows. And then this is some of the cottonwood. And a couple of these logs, like I say, we will actually take to the mill and saw. Then of course we have some really nice birch in here. And this is our hardwood, our best quality and only real hardwood we have in Alaska. And it's in our area. A lot of areas in the south it does not grow. They have cottonwood, spruce, and hemlock. And in the very southern part of the state, they also have a yellow cedar. North, it's just strictly spruce, black spruce. It's stunted, short, doesn't grow very thick, so hardwood is impossible to get north of us. So it's at a premium even in our area. We're fortunate enough here to have a lot of birch. So again, this is how we get the wood back to the wood yard. It's the only way actually for us. And if you want a load of wood here, a semi-load is 10 cord. It's $2,000. There's some places that deliver local close by. You can get it as low as $1,800 for about a 10 cord load, and you get what they bring you. If it's hollow, it's hollow. So for us, fortunately, we can separate that out and keep some nice high quality firewood. And then the poorer stuff, we either sell at a discount rate to big boiler people, or we use it ourselves. And even the small trees, like anywhere, can get this hollow rot in them. For the most part, they're solid. And once in a while, we'll get a tree like this. We have to cut the stump off. The contractor just pushed one out at the last minute, set it in the pile for us. So again, we will get started and get loading. Well, we're loaded up, ready to head to the yard with a nice load of birch logs. When I loaded, I separated the cottonwood out to the side till we get done. Then we'll clean it up as our last load. Nice load of birch. Got the pile, some ready for the next trip. We have a little bit of aspen. Jill's little brush pile, she picks up a couple piles. Try to get everything nice and neat and clean for the contractor. And we'll see you back at the yard. So that's how we kind of do it here in Alaska, not just Alaska, but anywhere it's hard to get wood. This makes us pretty independent, and we can go down and get our wood when we want it, when it's available. The two contractors we do get it from have a storage area, so we can stockpile it in town, haul 3 or 4 loads in one day, and then bring a load home when we come at night. And then when the roads and the weather permits, we can go down and haul 2 to 3, 4 loads a day. In the summertime, we do haul 4 loads a day some days, and that's about 2.5 full cord on this load. Well, thank you everyone for joining us today in the Alaska Woodyard. This is how we get our wood home, our firewood logs with a log dog trailer. And remember, in the Woodyard, we keep the sawdust flying. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.